Alright, so we're here to do a review on Thor Love and Thunder, which is not really an official review considering Twerp over there got me sick, and it gets very, very funny where it's like, and when I really want to do it, they were like, oh, you don't have times and stuff like that, and oh, you gotta wait this long, and oh, you gotta do this and that. It's like, if you really want me to watch the movie, Marvel and Disney, kind of need to make the freaking movie theaters do this, freaking not be idiots. But considering I was out for 2 weeks, that's where it's like, yeah, this damn twerp over there. So basically, I'm just gonna have to make it up to him because I illegally watched it. How it goes is like, if you really want me to watch it, you should actually allow it to be on the time that I wanted to see it. Just saying. So what did I think about the movie? Well, I think the movie actually is a good one. It's not that, it's not bad. It's like, yeah, it's not that great. It's not like, it's hard to say. It's not bad. The thing is that it's not bad, but it's not one that I'm going to watch over and over and over again. I can tell you that. It's like, it's not one I'm going to watch over and over and over again, even though I missed where we saw Bosk. So I can tell you that it's still gonna be better than Wakanda Forever. I'm pretty sure it's gonna still be better than that. No offense, but I think it will be most likely better than that. So watch or don't watch, like or don't like, all that other stuff I usually say. I always think this is an acquired taste. It depends on what you actually want. If you want to still see more Thor and see how it plays out to where what's New Asgard like now? What's Thor been doing? What's Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy been doing? Because, well, it's going to be a volume 3, so it's kind of actually would be a little bit of connecting the dots, being like, oh yeah, that happened in Thor, Love and Thunder, so kind of sort of need to have a little bit of context. Other than that, I'm like, if it's not going to really be truly, stamped on it, I would say that it could be easily passed. If you want to see Jane Foster return and see the whole entire debacle that happened from Avengers 1 to Avengers Age of Ultron or Avengers 2, this will actually do the dots. Yeah, you actually can connect the dots now on what happened between Thor and Jane during Avengers 1, well, after Avengers 1, and up to Avengers 2. It's like, this is your whole entire thing, explaining the whole entire thing. So that's another thing that's good, where it's like, yep, so that's why Thor was like that with Jane, because he was being kind of actually a little bit cryptic of where it's like, she actually left him. Apparently she actually left him and he didn't want to say anything, which makes perfect sense. Well, I buy the DVD, yes, because kind of sort of actually did something illegal, so I'm gonna buy the DVD. But am I buying? If it's like I'm gonna buy the DVD anyways. The only movie that most likely won't be bought until like years later will be Wakanda Forever. So that's basically everything out of the way. This time it's not going to be a point A to point B. This is going to be like truly spoilers to just straight up dig into the freaking grittiness. So here we go.
And now our feature program.
Spoilers, but it's not going to be a long video because, well, many of you are ungrateful. It's like, I could say it. You're ungrateful. And because you guys are ungrateful, it's not going to sprout to where it's like, oh, many people are watching this. Many people are going to be enjoying this. It's like, yeah, it starts here and then it will sprout to others. That's how it works. It's like, if the community actually is a part of this and they watch it all the way to the end, it will start growth and it will eventually get to the point of where it be recommended. But if you don't do it, guess what? It's just gonna be like, fly. Huh. It didn't truly actually fly, did it? I just threw it up in the air and it just crashed right down. Anyways, here's spoiler talk. Oh man, so for Jane Foster, I wasn't really rooting for her because, well, this gets to the point of where it's like actresses kind of wreck shit. It happened in Batman. It basically happened in Luke Cage, and it happened in Thor. I'm pretty sure Natalie Portman most likely said no when it comes to Thor 3 or showing up anywhere else because I guess money or whatever. So it's like, it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know on this. So the good news is that I guess she kind of won me over a little bit, a little teeny tiny bit, but it's like, Jane, you're the one who left. Okay, you're the one who did it. You can't blame that Thor left and then you're not gonna stand by. And it's like, yeah, you wrote a letter and left, and it's like, dude, you're like, dude, really, really, and you're gonna say he did it first? No, 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 no. If you really wanted to do things, you should have stayed, then talked to him, then left. Then there we go. But instead, you're like, no, I'm gonna send him a letter. Wrote him a letter. Let's see. It was awesome to see Guardians of the Galaxy. It was awesome to see how Thor actually got in shape. It was cool to see New Asgard and how it played along and how Valkyrie technically sold out. She sold out like big time, but hey, it gave them wealth, which that's one thing that a person would do when it comes to their kingdom. Make sure that's prosperous. Okay, let's see. Thor the God Butcher. Many people didn't like him, didn't like the portrayal and stuff like that. I'm like, it's adapted to be the MCU because you can't really do the true Thor the God Butcher. I mean, Gore the God Butcher. You couldn't really do the true one. That's just how it goes. It's kind of like the Mandarin. They technically couldn't do the true one until the freaking fans were being jerkasses, but if the fans weren't jerkasses or if Marvel Studios stood tall, we got the Mandarin. They couldn't really do the true Mandarin in MCU. That's just how it goes. And we would have actually got something different. Instead of the 10 rings being something special, it would have turned into what happened with Shang-Chi in the comics, which is basically his dad is part of the 5-armed syndicate. And I'm pretty sure that would be more impressive and interesting than freaking damn the 10 rings. No offense, but the fans blew it and you all are idiots who are fans who complained about the Mandarin not being in the MCU, the true Mandarin. Alright, anyways, let's continue on. So, Gore the God Butcher was pretty good. Yeah, and it just kind of gets to the point where it's like, that hammer needs a freaking enchantment. Son of a bitch, it needs a damn ass enchantment. But it's like, well, they played it up on the enchantment thing. It's like, it was funny in game, and it's like, yeah, but he made it to in quotations, Olympus, and I'm like, but dude, now you could actually get the Thor, you can get the hammer enchanted because it's kind of messed up where Gore was gonna use the hammer and you could have actually got it protected and he didn't do it. Didn't even do it. My lizard. So how do I feel about Jane Foster dying and she wasn't actually getting revived back or anything? I'm like, well, I'm cool with it. It's better than seeing a 3-way triangle with Sam Wilson because, well, that happened in the comics and it's like, oh, good Lord. But considering she's gone now, it's like, oh, okay, cool. But it's interesting that I think the hammer, Mjolnir, actually got revived completely now. I think it actually is solid again. But of course, we got to see in a flashback how exactly did Jane get to wield it. Is because Thor said, protect Jane. We have to protect Jane. And, well, he actually put an enchantment on it. Cool. That's where all of the freaking, in quotations, gods. It's like, oh, well, that was cool, I guess. And many of them faint when they saw Thor naked. Crag, yeah, I think he actually got smashed and just almost destroyed. He's just a mask now, but he was able to revive back. And, well, apparently they played it up like 2 times of homosexuality, which is like, I'm pretty sure when it comes to Crag's family, species, it doesn't have to be man or woman. All it is just it. You know, it's kind of like freaking Ditto or Magnemite or Legendaries. It's only it. That's how it goes. There is no freaking damn sexual experience or whatever. It's nothing at all. So I'm like, yeah, there's some bullshit right here. It's like, dude, seriously? But yeah, then they were like, I had to reveal that Valkyrie actually is lesbian. And it's like, but the good news is that I don't give a shit about her character in first place. I don't really see her attractive, so we cool. But it's like, but did you really have to say anything about that shit? It's like, yeah, it's like, and they demonstrated that shit, and it's like, I didn't really need that. I didn't really need that at all. I don't give a care personally. It's like, yeah, I don't give a care. And she got stabbed in the back. It's like, damn, that sucked. It's like, yeah, she got stabbed and now she's out of the freaking game. And it's like, damn. At least in the final battle, they gave a nod to Jane becoming the new Valkyrie, even though she's not going to become Valkyrie. She's gone. And she actually decided to save Thor when Thor needed her help. And, well, that cost her life. Yeah, it cost her a lot of her life, but that was, I guess, pretty cool. And now she has a statue made of her. It's like, now she has a statue in her honor. And the best of the part is that Gore took the children. It's like, what the frick? You took the children? What the hell is this? And it's like, yeah, so he took the children so he can actually lure Thor over there and everyone else, but especially Thor. And, well, the messed up part has to be what E-Man said, and many others most likely said. It's the fact of movies depicting black male children or black children not having a father. And it sucks that Heimdall has a son. And I'm like, the fuck? I would have preferred that we won't make him his son, but instead his little brother. I prefer it would have been like his little brother. That would have been cool. I would have been cool with that. Little brother, and he also have a sister. There we cool. We cool. There we go. But instead, no, he laid with a woman and he had a child. And it's like, well, that's kind of foreboding and messed the fuck up, but I can't really actually add a but to this. It's like, yeah, this is just messed the fuck up right here. Sorry to say this, sorry to be truthful, but it's like, this is kind of messed the fuck up. Kind of messed the fuck up. I would have preferred being the little brother. Kind of prefer being a little brother. That's all. Yeah. Oh, let's see. So, end of it all, eternity exists. There was two celestials who are part of it's not Olympia, but whatever. And it just gotten to the point where it's like, it ended with the wish from eternity, which basically now kind of actually kicks another thing in the freaking is. It's like, if the wish didn't exist, then, I mean, yeah, given it's kind of cool what happened, but technically, if the wish was taken, the wish wouldn't actually be needed, which means like, he doesn't know that the wish actually it's been taken already, because it's like, if Thor knew that wish exists, then fuck the time heist. It's like, yeah, fuck the time heist thing. He could have easily went to eternity and used that wish to be like, I wish half of the universe back together. It's like, yeah, I wish everyone back together, and Gamora would be alive, and Natalie would be alive. I mean, sorry, Natasha would be alive. And heck, even freaking Quicksilver would be alive. There we go, man. It's like, what the fuck is this shit, man? It's like, this is some bullshit, because it would actually get rid of the issue that's going on, because whoever reached eternity first gets to have a wish. If the wish was already taken out of the equation, then the cop pusher would be like, what's going on here? He's like, dude, we already made the wish. Like, what the fuck? No. It's like, there we go. So he would just forever be dead over there because, well, but instead, the wish wasn't taken. Gore got to get there. He made it first. He's going to make a wish instead of killing all the, in quotations, gods. I was like, okay, so we know what's going to happen here. Jane is going to be wish back to health because, well, he sees, like, for a moment, and it's like, they got me good, but it's like, for a moment, it's like, look at him. That's the same way how your daughter died. Do you really want him to lose something? What about allowing your life to be meaningful by actually saving someone? But instead, he decided to do the stupid move of saving his daughter, which is like, yeah, but you were gonna join her, and not only that, but now she's gonna live without her dad. She's not gonna be raised by her father. Instead, she's gonna be in a world without you. And it's like, that does not make sense, dude. That does not make sense. But of course, he did it, and he's like, Thor, please protect my daughter. Blah. And he's dead. It's like, well, this is stupid, but okay, fine, fuck it. And of course, the children return back, and Heimdall's kid, Axel, apparently, Astral Axel, whichever. Well, it turns out that he actually had Stormbreaker, and he used it to go back. It's like, yeah, so that enchantment kind of was bad. Not to mention, he actually allowed all the kids to be powered by his power temporarily. Yeah, and then you had this one kid who actually used the stuffed animal, and I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be funny, but I say that's completely stupid and dumbass. It's like, yeah, sorry, but it's completely stupid and dumbass. I admit it. I have to say it. It was supposed to be funny. For me, it was like, whew, way over my head, being like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna laugh at that. That was pretty stupid. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but some things is funny as fuck. Some things are silly. This was fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but little kid, pick up a damn ass sword. It's like, I don't care if you have heat beam eye blast on your damn little kid, damn little teddy bear. Pick up a damn ass sword. Pick up a damn ass sword. So at the end of all of it, we have Thor with with the Gore's daughter, and now it's being like as if it's God of War, and she gets to hold Stormbreaker instead of Mjolnir. It's like, okay, I guess that makes sense, but it's just very crazy where it's like, I really hope by the next freaking movie, which I don't know if it's gonna even exist, she gets to have a weapon of her own, because the guy that was in the refinery, he's still alive. He can make her a weapon. It's like, yeah, please make her a freaking damn weapon. Like, please make her a weapon that actually fits her. And they just basically go out and adventure out and save people. It's like, yeah, so he's actually going out and doing kind of like what Captain Marvel does. So cool, I guess. Yeah, so now he has love. He has the love of his, in quotations, niece. I think that's about it, besides all the young Asgardians are getting training, which is like, how the fuck aren't they getting training in the first place? Oh yeah, Lady Sif returned, so you got her returning after a long hiatus. It's like she was in freaking Shield, and she was in Thor 2. I don't think she was in Thor 3. We have no idea where the fuck she was. It's like, yeah, we have no idea where the fuck she was apparently she was way out there in the world. And then, I don't know. It's like, fuck. I would have preferred having the idea that she was looking into the God Butchery. That the God Butchery actually was happening before anything. Like, when it came to Thor Ragnarok, the God Butchery was happening at that time and kept on going until some blip. And then it's like, we don't know if Gore the God Butcher actually got blipped or not. But it's like, yeah, if Lady Sif was looking into it and then finally came to him, it's like, okay, I'm gonna take you down. And it's like, oh, so she was doing detective work on his ass. That's where she was, because she was missing in Thor 3. And of course, if she was there in Thor 3, she would have been dead. Yep, the hell I would have killed her. Killed her. So now she's one-armed. It's like, not even Wakanda, eh? It's like, they most likely are way more advanced than Wakanda. No offense. And it's like, you're still not gonna actually give her an arm to actually work. I would figure that you'll get freaking Destroyer. Well, I guess technically everything got destroyed, so never mind. But it's like you guys could at least, try to dive in back to your past, try to freaking bring shit back together. And it's like, yeah, she needs a freaking damn arm, or again, they're most likely will just go to Wakanda and yep, she just get a freaking Bucky treatment, and now she got an arm of her own. We don't know. We have no idea. I kind of hope that she will get an arm back. Just saying. Kind of hope that she does. Oh, let's see. So, yeah, that happened. And then we saw Hercules, which, of course, I already saw Hercules before in Avengers. I forgot what that freaking show is called. It's like, yeah, but I think they canceled it. It's been 5 seasons. It hasn't been done ever since. Marvel Spider-Man, we don't know if it's gonna return or not. I think they most likely cancel that too. I think mostly all of the Marvel shows that are on Disney XDs are gone. Damn. But we saw how Hercules worked in that, and now we get to see Hercules going to go against Thor, I guess. It's like, yeah, we have to see how this plays out. I don't know. I guess Thor 5 might actually be him going against Hercules, but on the other hand, it could just be one spin-off movie of where he's gonna come to a head as well, and I don't know. But apparently we thought Zeus was killed, but no, Zeus is alive, and now he's summoned his son to bring fear into people again. So, okay, well, here we go again. And of course, the other one was just the fact that Jane Foster made the Valhalla. There we go. So that's everything. But I would just say that they got me a little bit to care about Jane, but not really too much, considering, again, she's the one who did it. She was dating a freaking damn superhero. What the fuck you expect? And then, well, basically it was mutual, but she was the one that put, in quotations, the hammer down. And, not figuratively, yeah, and no pun intended, but she did put the hammer down on this, where it's like she's the one who called the whole entire thing off, even though they both didn't want to get hurt. They didn't want to lose what they had, and in the process they lost what they had, but they still have it. And well, I guess yeah, I guess it's nothing anymore. It's like, okay, they were able to get freaking Iris Alba, who played as Heimdall, to return, and I'm like, oh, really now? He's like, oh, really? Seriously? Seriously, out of all of them? It's like, I would prefer that he stays out of it. If he wanted out, you stay out. Sorry to be a jerk, but if you want it out, stay out. I would prefer you would have got Frigga back. I would prefer Frigga actually welcomes Jane. I would prefer that. But anyways, there you go. That's the easiest thing, open and shut book, where it's like, it was a good adventure. It was a good adventure. Would have loved to see it in theaters, but the twerp over there. So I guess it was good. I think it was good, but it's not one that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch it over and over and over again. Not like Captain America: Winter Soldier. That I'll watch over again. Avengers, Endgame, Avengers, Infinity War, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. There's just many to choose from. This one is not going to be one that's chosen, but I can still, again, tell you that it most likely still would do better than Wakanda Forever. Yeah, it will still most likely do better than that. So, that's all I have to say. Cool that he got 4 movies. Good for you. We got to send off of Jane Foster, which is like, damn, that sucks. But, hey, that's just how it goes. That is how the hammer crumbles. But hey, he got Mjolnir back, though. This guy got Mjolnir back, though. And apparently Stormbreaker and Mjolnir actually have like some kind of sentience. Cool. I would prefer that we would have actually eventually saw Beta Ray Bill, but apparently we still have no Beta Ray Bill. Maybe in the fifth one we get Beta Ray Bill. And let's hope that the little lady gets to have a item of her own, a weapon of her own. I mean, it had to have been some time passing, and yet you're telling me that you didn't want to give her a freaking weapon that she can. I mean, she can wield the Stormbreaker, but I kind of actually would prefer she has a weapon of her own, especially a weapon because apparently she can use. She has some abilities. Yeah, at least she could do heat beam eye blast. So I'm like, then can't you get a weapon now? Tap into her energy, so because Stormbreaker seems to be like, eh. Well, I'm just gonna go.
Hold it, son. Wouldn't you rather have an exciting action figure?
Ah, but only Batman fits in my Batmobile.
Hurrah!